Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. I have not come on to YouTube in quite some time. I regret saying that because I really love YouTube. I also apologize for my neighbor's barking dog who barks endlessly, so sorry for that. But a lot has happened since my last video. Last video I was announcing that I had just gotten married, and it's been a year and a half, maybe more than that since that video, which is a long time, and a lot has happened. So a couple updates. We moved out of we were living in a townhouse and we ended up buying a house, which has been so nice. I've taken up gardening, and I'm actually going to start doing more YouTube videos about my gardening experience. We also got a dog who I'll show you in a little bit, and then I have co-authored a book with Michelle, who is one of my very dear friends. The book is called The Friendly Vegan Cookbook, and I'm actually going to be giving some copies away. So if you leave some comments below, tell me one thing that you are grateful for this year. I know that it's been a tough year for a lot of people, but I also believe that it's important to look for the good in life. So if you leave me a comment telling me one good thing that happened to you this year, or one thing that you appreciate, I will give away 3 copies. Okay, so more about the book. The book has been in our hearts for a long time. We have been wanting to write this book since, I met Michelle in 2015, I guess maybe 2014. We started working together in 2015. We've been wanting to write a book since we became friends, and I'm so glad it's finally time. October 27th was just in a few days, and it has a very different feel than Plant-Based on a Budget. This book is more around the concept of food sharing. That's how I express my love, and these are recipes that both Michelle and I have shared with our family and friends, and have, I would say, even won them over with these recipes, especially some of those skeptical family members who were not quite sure about this vegan thing. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you a little bit about our book. Alright, so this is my copy. It already has food splatters. It is written by me, Toni Okamoto, and Michelle Kane, who is the founder of World of Vegan. And there are 100 essential recipes to share with vegans and omnivores alike, with the foreword by our just huge inspiration. Her name is Chloe Coscarelli. She won Cupcake Wars with her vegan cupcakes. And in this book we have tons of photos. All the recipes have a photo, and that was really important to us because we understand that people eat with their eyes first and become inspired to get cooking in the kitchen because they saw a tasty photo. So here are some of the photos and some of the recipes. This one is really good. This is Michelle's fettuccine alfredo, and it's really creamy. I make it all the time. Some other elements of the book that I really appreciate are, one, the art. We had an artist who worked with us, and she created a lot of really beautiful graphics. There I am in a graphic, and there's Michelle, and then also just the I don't know, the embodiment, that might be the right word, I'm not sure. The demonstration of our friendship. Michelle and I have become really close over the years, and to have something that shares our friendship is really special to me. We both, one, love being friends and sharing food with friends, and to come together and write this cookbook about being a friendly vegan and being friends in the kitchen is extra special to me. One thing I really appreciate about Michelle is that, like what I do on Plant-Based on a Budget, she has an approachable mindset when it comes to plant-based eating, and believes in choosing plant-based whenever you can. It doesn't have to be about perfection. We don't believe in perfection. These are recipes to introduce people who may never be interested in plant-based eating to a plant-based meal that they can make a home in their kitchen and put into their regular rotation. So that's a little bit about the cookbook. Again, I'm giving away 3 copies. This is the back of the book. We have endorsements. It's Maya, who is a Grammy award-winning artist, Daniela Monet, who was in Victorious, and Ivana Lynch, who was in the Harry Potter films. We are over the moon about this, and I'm gonna flip the camera around and talk a little bit about the rest of my life. Okay, so some other things that happened. I mentioned that we bought a house. My husband and I had been married for a little while when we decided we wanted to try to find a house, and so we looked around for months and months and months. We started right before we got married, figuring it would take us a little while, and it did take us a little while. We put in many offers on homes and didn't get them. It's kind of competitive, especially in the price range that we were looking for. So anyway, we finally got a house, and it has been quite the sanctuary, and I'm grateful to have this space while we're on lockdown. We haven't left our home in so long, and it not only provides a safe space for us, but we've been able to foster some dogs during the pandemic while we're both home, including my little sweet Eddie, who I love. I fell in love with him. He was the first dog that we fostered during the pandemic, and there have been 3. So he's the first dog, and immediately we fell in love with him. What happened was, as at the shelter, the shelter here in Sacramento was going on lockdown as well, and they had 24 hours to get rid of 100 dogs. And they were pretty much, they had set up a system where they were like handing out dogs to people and making sure that they all had safe homes. And we ended up with Eddie. All I wanted, all that I told them was I would love a pit bull who I can comfortably walk, and they gave me Eddie, who was unnamed at the time, and we named him after my husband's grandfather. And it's been really special. Here is my sweet boy. His name is Eddie. He is the love of our lives. He's so sweet. He's met cats and other dogs. He loves little dogs and big dogs, and he has gone to pit bull school and has learned a lot of fun things. And here he is. He's just so cute. Oh, Eddie, you're so handsome. Boop. Nose. Sniff, sniff. He doesn't really love being on camera. I don't blame him. Next, I wanted to talk a little bit about gardening. Gardening has become a huge passion of mine, and having the connection to my food has been something extra important and special to me during the pandemic. I will walk you over there and show you my garden. When we first started, I had about 8 plants, and now I have all kinds of plants. So I'll show you that in just a second, but I hope to be doing more gardening YouTube videos while I share my failures and my successes. It's been a challenge. I'm doing, I have not used any chemicals or anything like that, and so sometimes my crops will just be demolished in the morning, all gone by slugs or squirrels or you name it. I've been struggling and battling it, and it's tough to put in all of that work and then not have the outcome I want. But I also have had my successes, and that keeps me going. And right now I think I have about 10 kale plants and a lot of peppers and flowers. I am in love with watching the pollinators do their thing. So I'll put the camera around and show you that too. My kale plants over here. My oregano. Some dragon cayenne over here. You can see some habaneros and jalapenos. That's a few things that are in my garden right now, and I, as I mentioned, have been loving it. Growing my own food, saving money, being more connected with what I eat. And I know not everyone has this luxury and privilege, but if you can, if you have a little space for a 5-gallon container or even space on your windowsill, I can help you get started. Hopefully I will be creating content in the gardening space starting in the next month or so. So stay tuned, and if you want me to create more recipes or anything else, let me know in the comments. I definitely read everything, and I would love to hear how you think I should continue creating content. All right, hope you're all doing well, and I will be back soon. Bye.